I just heard Walter say to Tom, that was pretty good. That was awesome. Tom, thank you so much.
Bravo.
I like my books in hard copy. I don't read them on Kindle. And as Denise can attest, I've been reading your book. We were out on the Maryland shore. I told you I'm from Baltimore. And I like to sort of fold down the edges on the pages that I really like. The whole damn book is folded down. I mean, it really is fabulous. So thank you so much. And it couldn't be more relevant to what we're doing here today. Thank you. Thank you. So I have a few words I'd like to offer in closing, and I'll make it as brief as I can. First of all, Linda and Stuart Resnick, thank you so much, and we would not be here. Without you, we couldn't bring such informative and provocative speakers, and so Tom, thank you for coming, but Linda and Stuart, thank you for this convening. My only wish is that you'd been with us last night. We were over in the Greenwald Pavilion dancing. My favorite moment in the Resnick Aspen Action Forum every year is to be in the middle of the dance floor with my wife Denise and to turn around, as some of you may have caught me doing, 360 degrees. Everybody in this room, they're people that I've met in different parts of the world. The dream that Walter and I had was, can we bring everybody together in one place? And to see everybody not only together, but together with such joy on the dance floor is nothing short of miraculous. And for that, I thank you. Ann McNulty, I know you're still here. I was surprised and delighted to hear your announcement yesterday. First of all, the presentations, as I told you, they're the best ever. I don't know how you're going to make the choice on this year's laureates for the John P. McNulty Prize. Thank you for the prize. Thank you for your new commitments that you made in your action pledge. It means so much to all of us at the Resnick Aspen Action Forum, to all of us at the Aspen Global Leadership Network. Thank you. Our friends who are here from the Skoll Foundation, thank you for joining us. And the Skoll Foundation, thank you for your incredible partnership with all of us. It means the world to us as well. And our friends at Paul Hastings, thank you for your latest commitment, your extension of your support. I hope all the fellows heard me. We now have 500 hours of pro bono assistance anywhere in the world for any of our fellows, not just legal help, help in communications, IT, HR, marketing, whatever it may be. Sign up. Let us know what you need. Thank you. And all of our other sponsors and partners, thank you for the gift of reinforcing the bonds of this incredible fellowship, this incredible community. I'd like to ask anybody in the room who was either a lead discussant, a workshop presenter, or a moderator to please stand. I know that we worked a lot of you very, very, very hard. Thank you so much. But know that it's your efforts that make this action forum as productive and as powerful as it is. So thank you very much. Thank you to the Action Forum Youth Camp team led by Christian Devers. All I can say is my daughter Eva, who came in somewhere around, I think it was 1 o'clock last night, said, how come the camp can't be 5 or 6 days? So I think I know that it was a success. So thank you very, very much for that as well. I want to thank all of my colleagues here at the Aspen Institute, whether it's on the communications team led by Jim Spiegelman, the conference services team led by Deb Murphy and Dulcie Gregory, an incredible array of volunteers and interns who help us out, the Aspen Meadows Resort staff led by Jason McKeechin and Scott Kenner. All of you, thank you very much for your help. I am going to get to some remarks, I promise, but I just want to do this. I want to thank my amazing, incredibly organized, and very, very fun team. This is the Aspen Global Leadership Network team. I'd like to ask the team to please join me up here on stage. You stay here. Tom, come on over here. Olivia, come over here. I just want to say that all of these people work incredibly hard. But there's some people who really work 364 days focused on the Resnick Aspen Action Forum. Olivia, thank you for your help. You joined us. This is your first Resnick Aspen Action Forum. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you. Other hand, the man. I want to say this, while we've all been able to be here this week and can look ahead with excitement to the next Resnick Aspen Action Forum, July 25th to 29th, 2018, put it on your calendar, there are some who could not and cannot be with us. 2 of our fellows passed away since our last time together. These are Liberty Fellow Tanya Gee and our Africa Leadership Initiative West Africa Fellow Florence Sariki. They're deeply missed by their families, by their friends, and by their fellow fellows. I'd like us to take a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Great job. Thank you. It's very hard to sum up an event like this. It's so dynamic and varied. And I think it's fair to say that each of us, depending on it's like going to Jazz Fest, Walter. I mean, everybody had a different experience because we all signed up for different aspects of the event. My hope, though, is that we all leave here maybe a little physically tired. It was a late night last night, but a great night. But I hope that we're all mentally very refreshed. I hope we're inspired and recommitted to the continual work that I know we're meant to be doing as part of the Aspen Global Leadership Network, the building of the good society. It isn't easy work. A lot of us came here very tired. Many people told me how tired they were when they got here and how much they needed this opportunity to pause. But it's the work that we're meant to be doing. I hope that we all leave here with a bit more clarity and perspective on those aspects of the Great Reset, that complex thing that truly demand our energies, whether it be migration, climate, truth, reconciliation. And something I've heard several times in several of the sessions in the last few days, it's important that we figure out how do we build a narrative that truly reflects the history and the aspirations of everyone in our societies, not just the privileged few. That point was brought up to us again and again in our discussions, and I was thinking it's something that we have to be so mindful of. Every one of us has our own unique passion. It's hard, I've learned, to try and steer the Aspen Global Leadership Network into one direction or another because different things resonate for different people. The key is that we pick one, at least, and we act on it. And that we act based on a clear set of values. Tom talked about the importance of values. It's going to be what we need. It's going to be the foundation of what we need to keep up in this age of acceleration. I'm hoping that these values include generosity, inclusion, integrity, humility, and Tom reminded us of another important one, community. As I mentioned in my opening, the legendary Aspen moderator, Ben, or sometimes known as Bernie Dunlap, at our first gathering 10 years ago, Tom, in 2007, a gathering that was called Act Two, he dubbed the Aspen Global Leadership Network the Intergalactic Army of the Just. We've always loved this name. This army wasn't mobilized just to have deep discussions and dance parties. I know he'd insist on both, because I could have seen Ben out on the dance floor last night, but he'd also want this Army to lean in and apply its incredible energy, creativity, and its joy to the foremost challenges of this, what Tom calls the age of accelerations. He'd want us to lean in with a certain knowledge, as Walter urged, that we are not alone, but part of something much, much bigger. And as Justice Ginsburg said, yes, we are different, but we are one. I'd add what Tom Friedman just said to all of us: let's remember the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Personally speaking, I have to say I'm incredibly heartened and grateful as we wind down this event. I'm heartened and grateful for the number of fellows who took the time to pull me aside to share some very deeply personal stories of how the fellowship experience has had a deep impact on, and a transformational impact on your lives. Trust me, you can't possibly know what that means to me. I get tired too. It's your stories that give me the energy. I thank you for that. I'm heartened and grateful for the many walks I had these past few days with so many dear friends who thought enough of me to ask me to listen to their plans and their challenges and their dreams for the coming year, and to show me how we might use this incredible network that we've built to be of help. Thank you for that. And I'm heartened and grateful by the countless offers to help make this event and this network stronger next year than even this year. So I thank you for that. On June 8th, 1968, I was too young to attend the Action Forum youth camp. It was on that day that Teddy Kennedy delivered a eulogy for his fallen brother, Bobby, at St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City. I think I first read this excerpt of that eulogy many, many years ago. I don't know when it was, but it's always remained very, very close to my heart, and I'd like to share it now. It's a revolutionary world we live in, and this generation at home and around the world has had thrust upon it a greater burden of responsibility than any generation that has ever lived. Some believe there's nothing that one man or woman can do against the enormous array of the world's ills. Yet many of the world's great movements of thought and action have flowed from the work of a single man or woman. A young monk began the Protestant Reformation. A young general extended an empire from Macedonia to the borders of the earth. A young woman reclaimed the territory of France. And it was the 32-year-old Thomas Jefferson who proclaimed that all men are created equal. These men and women move the world, and so can we all. Few will have the greatness to bend history itself, but each of us can work to change a small portion of events. And in the total of all those acts will be written the history of this generation. It is from numberless diverse acts of courage and belief that human history is shaped. Each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he or she sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, these ripples build a current that can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance. Few are willing to brave the disapproval of their fellows, the censure of their colleagues, the wrath of their society. Moral courage is a rarer commodity than bravery in battle or great intelligence. Yet it's the one essential, vital quality for those who seek to change a world that yields most painfully to change. And I believe that in this generation, those with the courage to enter the moral conflict will find themselves with companions in every corner of the globe. For the fortunate among us, there is temptation to follow the easy and familiar paths of personal ambition and financial success so grandly spread before those who enjoy the privilege of education. But that is not the road history has marked out for us. Like it or not, we live in times of danger and uncertainty, but they're also more open to the creative energy of mankind than any other time in history. Each of us will ultimately be judged. And as the years pass, we'll surely judge ourselves on the effort we've contributed to building a good society and the extent to which our ideals, our goals, and our values have shaped that event. Thank you.